Fresh off of a big win for Sam Houston. Man, what can go next? What can happen? How far can they ride this wave? We are talking about it. Sam Houston football. This is the Bearkat Bites podcast. The Bearkat Bites podcast is here. Go ahead and get in, comment, sound off. We're talking about Sam Houston as they come fresh off of their win in Corvallis, Oregon, okay, against Oregon State. Can they keep the momentum going as they face Delaware in another night game? Is Sam Houston going to get to play any games during the day? Do you like that they're playing at night? Do you feel that Sam Houston is a sleazy part-time lover only to be seen after dark? We'll talk about some of that as well. Go ahead and thank you guys for sending us out to Oregon. Let me tell you something about Corvallis, Oregon. It's beautiful this time of year. They said that we come about 2 or 3 weeks earlier. Fall was at its peak. Fall was at its most perfect. Fall was at its crispiest. Okay? That's what we would have seen if we were there in Corvallis, Oregon. And so it was just beautiful, man. Let me tell you, it was amazing. Excuse me. It looked incredible. I was able to just see the fall leaves and the colors, and you all saw it on the Twitter there. We talked about it. What was the name of that place? Squirrels Tavern, I think. What was the name of that place? Yeah, Squirrels Tavern. That's where I went. The oldest bar, one of the oldest bars in Corvallis. I don't know for sure if it was the oldest, but that was good. In Portland, I had some great breakfast. Joe's Diner. It was amazing. I got to talk with the son of the owner. He's an older guy. So we talked for a minute and over some great pancakes and stuff. Everything was just beautiful. It was perpetual fall all the time. Slightly cooler. Temperatures were in the lower 50s the entire time. There was always a breeze. You always needed some sleeves, you know. Parts of the day you could just go with the pullover that I like to wear a lot of times. We need to get some Sam Houston pullovers. Would y'all get some of those? We might get some Sam Houston pullovers going. We'll see about that. But I was able to experience a lot of that was happening. So it was amazing. It was amazing. And it was thanks to you all. It was thanks to you all. So you all go ahead, continue to send us to these places. Somebody called us, somebody referred to us as a good luck charm. Somebody referred to us as a good luck charm. So there it is right there. If you want to keep sending us to these things, sending us to the away games, the one away game that Bearkat Bites was a part of, and lo and behold, they win, go ahead and become a subscriber at the $50 level. You're going to get this great Big Sam t-shirt. That, as you can see, I've worn it all season. It's been washed lots of times. It's still durable, still there, looks great. And you've got the Santa Claus. Remember the Santa Claus from Tim Allen? We're doing that. It's Sam to Claus. It's Sam Houston. Maybe he's the new Santa Claus, you know, with the E at the end. So we're trying to do something fun. These are for the wife and kids, or if you got smaller foot, stuff like that. Go ahead, and that's all. The link is in the description, guys. The link is right there in the description. But with all that being said, hold on. Let's go to our comments real here. What up, Snoop Dogg? That's funny. That's kind of funny. We've got some people going. We've got some of that. There we go. So let me tell you about what happened with a lot of the if you want kind of an inside, a funny story. Bobby Williams, one of the not one of the, but the athletic director for Sam Houston. You know, these athletic directors travel and they bring a crew and stuff like that. And he came in, and you know, they were there sitting kind of in the press box, but they also have a visitor suite, and some of the entourage with them, you know, a couple other people with them. They came in, and after the Tim Burns kickoff return for touchdown, yes, yeah. No, this wasn't Bobby. This is one of the crew that was entourage with them. And oh man, that SID comes away. Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, you know, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. But yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go right now. He's got to go. And it's like, man, it was bad. You got to realize it got kind of tense after the game, because you got to realize, you know, if you're Oregon State, you've already been relegated to a lower level of college football, or what they view as a lower level. And then now you got who are these country boys from Huntsville, Texas, and came in and beat us on our senior night. And they got these people in here making noise. So it was very interesting. Oregon State media members were great. Oregon State media members are great, but it wasn't them that were saying that. It was kind of from the leadership, from some of the from some of the administrators there at Oregon State. You could kind of feel that. That was very interesting. What did you all think about that story? What did you all think about that? What I want to get to as well is this the return of Cats culture. Go ahead and look at the links in the description. There's the traditional post-game win, the traditions that Sam Houston does. Now they haven't had a chance to do it after a win because this was the first one in November, right? This is the first win, so that didn't get to happen. But is it the return? Is it the return of Cats culture? I know Phil Longo talked about that, some of the press conference, that some of the stuff that they do, it just goes all the way back to like the Ron Randleman days. So it's if you're a Sam Houston fan, the bottom line with that type of stuff is it's been a long season. It's been a trying season. It has sucked, okay? To see some of that stuff, to see that some of the culture is still there, that's encouraging. Again, there's a lot of players still dialed in. There's a lot of players still ready to make this thing happen, right? So that's good for you to see. You want to see that. You want to see it. We talked a few weeks ago about how, this is like a Steve Sarkisian situation, I feel like. His first year at Texas. Now, Texas has way more money than Sam Houston. This isn't apples to apples or things like that. But the thing about it is, year one, you've got to establish your culture, And that makes it tough on certain players. Some players are either going to get down with that or say, "No, I'm not down with it right now. I'm not trying to do that." It's just like at any job. New boss, new leadership comes in, and you either got to decide if you're down with that or not. It's all that type of stuff. So they're working out those kinks. You know what I mean? They're working out those kinks. So we'll see. We'll see. What do y'all think about that? Get in here and sound off. Get in here and sound off. Get in here and sound off. Somebody said, "What up, Snoop Dogg?" There you go. What do you think about Sam Houston football? Lay some comments on me. Lay some comments on me. Like, share, and subscribe this as well. So let me get to this. Kelly Ford, who does all the college athletics, the college football, college basketball, all those analytics. He came out and excuse me, fam, bear with me. There we go. So Kelly Ford came out and pretty much said that Sam Houston has about a 78% chance to get another win. Sam Houston, they've got one more. They've more than likely got one more win. So now the question is, who is it? There's 3 more games of the year. You got Delaware this weekend. You're at Middle Tennessee after that, and then you finish up at home against FIU. A slightly resurgent FIU. We'll see how they finish the past couple of season games as well. But, we'll talk about FIU. Believe that. But what about this notion that Sam Houston has one win? What is going to get one win? Who is it? Do you think they'll get more? Do you think that's not enough? Do you not think they'll get a win? I think they'll get one more win. I've always had, no matter what has happened, even leading up to the Oregon State game where this program was at its lowest point in the season, I always thought that the Middle Tennessee game was going to be the one. Now, Middle Tennessee is hemorrhaging coaches. An offensive lineman coach left the program, and then they fired their wide receivers coach. So Derek Mason, he's feeling the heat. Derek Mason is feeling the heat there in Middle Tennessee, but we can get to them next week. What I want to, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be that final win that Kelly Ford thinks that they're going to get? Who's that final win? And then as far as Sam Houston with Phil Longo. Phil Longo, is how does he play this final spade? What am I referring to? What am I referring to? Now in spades, you have what are called high cards, all your spades. Big joker, little joker, deuce, ace, king, queen, on down the line. So Phil Longo's got a pretty nice spade in his hand. He's played a lot of them already. Landon Locke, he had 4 spades before he's got to break the red shirt in Landon Locke, the quarterback that everybody wants to see. Landon Locke came in against Oregon State and instantly, there we go, instantly, the offense just looked better. It was something to see. It was quite the sight to behold. So Longo can only do that one more time without burning his red shirt, Landon Locke's. So you've used 3 already. You got one more time. Where does he use it? Now, in the game of spades, if you down to one more spade and it's a high card, you don't use it against, a 5 of hearts. If you got a 6 of hearts, take that and get your book. All right. Now, Phil Longo, if you're him, if somebody's throwing a low card like Middle Tennessee, do you want to use your high spade against Middle Tennessee? I don't think so. I don't think they have to. I think you throw that high card against FIU because FIU more than likely is going to need that game to get to the postseason. They're going to need that 6th win. And if Sam Houston at home can stop them from doing that, well, that could be a lot of positive momentum heading into the offseason. Now, momentum is relative because a lot of players are going to leave and all of that stuff, but there are some that are going to stay and remember and understand how this stuff is supposed to work, right? So I think that could be a positive. I think that could be a positive for Sam Houston, right? So I would play the spade either this weekend or against FIU. I do it against FIU. So don't burn the red shirt. What do you all think? When should Phil Longo play that spade? What do you all think about that? Lay them on me, guys. Because we're right here. All right, Sam Houston. Let's talk about the line a little bit. -8.5 versus Delaware. Sam Houston is not covered at home. They covered versus Jacksonville, and they covered versus who is that? Oregon State. Big cover. So can they cover 8.5 versus Delaware? Delaware's got a really good quarterback. And they've got former coaches coming back. They've got former guys returning. Ryan Carty, the head coach for Delaware, was the OC when Sam Houston won the national title. He's got a lot of Sam Houston assistants. The thing is, this game is not happening at proper Bowers Stadium. This is going to be happening in Houston, where no one really cares, honestly. And the Sam Houston people that do care are not aware that they're playing right up the street from them. So that's a lot happening. That takes a little juice off of it, but this is going to be maybe Matoyer's second start. He's got to get a little tighter. Got to get a little tighter with the decision making because he throws a confident ball. I mean, that one touchdown pass that I think it was to Chris Reed, that was a zip. That thing had some zip on it. So I thought that was really good. That thing had some zip. And so I think that with something like this, it makes for a matchup that I think is going to be closer than 8 points. I would predict a repeat of the Jacksonville State game. I would say a repeat where it's down to the wire, where maybe it's not where, obviously Delaware's not great at running the football. They can throw, but, there's a couple of mistakes to be made. Their defense isn't great, so I think that this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for Sam Houston to continue what they have done, to show that this was not some flash in the pan, that, hey, we are getting better and improving. And if you're Phil Longo, there's only 3 more chances. This is the final stanza of the season, the final 3 games. And so you got a chance to really show people and the people that care and follow Sam Houston that, hey, there is hope for next year. Things are getting better, right? So we'll see about that. But let's see the comments in here. Lay them on me. All right, we got a couple trolls in the comments. Yeah. But go ahead and get ready for the game. We'll see you guys next time. It's going to be Saturday night. Delaware, the Blue Hens. Ryan Carty returns to face his old team, Sam Houston, where he served as the OC. Can Phil Longo stop him? I actually will take Sam Houston in this game, and I won't be surprised if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna take Sam Houston in this game. 20 24 21. I think I'll do it. That was hard to say. That was hard for me to say, but I think I'll take Sam Houston 24-21. We'll see. We'll see. But you all be safe, be blessed. We'll see you all. All college football is good college football. I'm going to go watch some right now. Troy and Old Dominion from the Sun Belt Conference.